It is estimated that more than 1.9 billion servings of the Coca-Cola brands are sold per day worldwide. Now I'm sure that the father and founder of this brand never imagined such a success for his product. Before I dive deep into this video, allow me to take you back to the genesis of this brand. You see, back in 1886 in Atlanta, a pharmacist by the name of Dr. John Pemberton was experimenting with a new recipe. He took some secret ingredients and boiled them into a syrup, and that is how it all began. He enjoyed the syrup so much that he took it to the neighborhood pharmacy, where it was mixed with carbonated water and was served to the customers. Have you seen this before on social media, saying that Coca-Cola sold 25 bottles in the first year it was created? Now I understand that this might be for motivational purposes, however, this is not true. Firstly, during the first year in operation, Coca-Cola wasn't sold in bottles, but it was sold in glasses. The first servings of Coca-Cola were sold for 5 cents per glass in a soda fountain, and during the first year, sales averaged 9 servings per day in Atlanta. Another interesting fact about Coca-Cola is that Dr. Pemberton's partner and bookkeeper, Frank Robinson, is the man that came up with the idea of calling this amazing drink Coca-Cola. He did not stop there. He also created this trademark that you still see today with his own handwriting. So, how did this company go from selling 9 servings per day in 1886 to more than 1.9 billion per day in 2020? Well, in 1888, Dr. Pemberton sold the majority of his business to Atlanta businessman named Asa Candler, and under Candler's leadership, the Coke brand expanded beyond Atlanta, but it was still served in soda fountains. It wasn't until 1894 that they came up with the groundbreaking idea of making this amazing drink portable through bottling it. In 1899, 3 businessmen named Benjamin, Joseph, and John bought the bottling rights from Candler, listen to this, for just $1 and developed the Coca-Cola worldwide bottling system, whilst Mr. Candler kept the secret recipe with him. So the arrangement was that he will make the syrup and they would mix it with carbonated water, bottle it and sell it. People loved the bottled Coca-Colas to the point that there were so many imitations by competitors, and the bottlers agreed that a distinctive beverage needed a standard and distinctive bottle. And in 1916, the bottlers approved the unique bottle. The new Coca-Cola bottle was so distinctive it could be recognized in the dark, and it effectively set the brand apart from competition. Coca-Cola mainly makes money from 2 revenue streams. The first one is concentrate and syrups. So basically here, the Coca-Cola company will sell the concentrate and syrups to the authorized bottling partners, and then the bottling partners combine the concentrate and syrups with still or sparkling water, and then they would prepare, package, sell and distribute finished beverages. So basically, if you think about it, this is basically the same model as when they started. The second revenue stream is the finished beverages. So these will include sparkling soft drinks, water and sports drinks, juice, dairy and plant-based drinks, tea and coffee. Finished product operations consist primarily of the company-owned or controlled bottling, sales and distribution operations. So basically with this second model, or with the second stream, Coke basically does everything for themselves without taking the syrups to the independent bottlers. And that is how Coca-Cola makes money. Coca-Cola is quite a big spender when it comes to marketing. The company averaged about $4 billion each year on advertising between the period of 2015 and 2020. Coca-Cola spends the most on global advertising and marketing than any other soft drink producer. The international market research done by the Coca-Cola Company in the late 1980s revealed that the word Coca-Cola was the second most recognizable word across all languages in the world. The first word was obviously OK. Interestingly so though, they then launched a soft drink named OK Soda so that they could own both the most recognized words in the world. However, unfortunately the soda was discontinued just after 2 years. Because of the highly competitive nature of the beverage industry, large brands like Coca Cola must spend on multi-channel marketing campaigns, and this means that if Coca Cola does not advertise consistently, it will lose market share to other large competitors like Pepsi. Talking about Pepsi, do you remember the Pepsi challenge? Me neither. I wasn't born when that happened, but it's definitely one for the books. So what happened was Coke's rivals, Pepsi, launched a campaign in 1975 called the Pepsi Challenge, where they were asking people to undergo a blind taste test at malls, shopping centers, and other public locations. A Pepsi representative will set up a table with 2 white cups, one containing Pepsi and the other with Coca-Cola. Shoppers were then encouraged to test both colas and then select which drink they prefer. Then the representative reveals the 2 bottles so that the taster can see whether they preferred Coke or Pepsi. The result of the test leaned towards a consensus that Pepsi was preferred by most Americans. Now, this was a game changer, and this is where what is known today as the Cola Wars began. Coke was still outselling Pepsi, but its market share was declining as Pepsi was rising. The thing is, people were in love with the notion of Coca-Cola, but they weren't necessarily drinking Coca-Cola. Coke panicked as they were losing the market share, and what they did next will shock you. On April 23, 1985, Coca-Cola announced it was changing the secret formula for the flagship drink. The new Coke, as it became known, would have a sweeter taste more similar to the Pepsi that consumers favored in the blind taste tests. After all, if you can't beat them, then join them. It was after this that Coca-Cola started losing its self-identity and was now playing the game according to Pepsi's rule and following what Pepsi was doing. The introduction of a new Coca-Cola cemented to the public that Pepsi was indeed better, and Pepsi couldn't have been more happier. There were even rumors that Pepsi gave their employees a day off to celebrate the victory, but there was a problem with this new Coke. The Coke drinkers were not happy with the formula change to the point that there were over 400,000 letters of complaint pouring into the company. But then Coca-Cola's senior leadership did something tough. They ate the humble pie and admitted that they were wrong, and then they executed a strategic pivot that kept them on top of the rivalry ever since. They reintroduced the original formula under the name Coca-Cola Classic, and it sold in parallel with the new Coke for a while. Over time, the new Coke was phased out and Coca-Cola Classic became just Coke once again. Overall, the new Coke debacle was a financial success for Coca-Cola. People all of a sudden wanted to actually taste the beverage again. Hold on, I have another theory about Coke discontinuing the old recipe and creating the new Coke. I think they were marketing geniuses. Do you remember how you felt when they changed Batman from Christian Bale to Ben Affleck? People were furious. Do you know what would have happened if they brought back Christian Bale? It would have made you appreciate the movie more and would have attracted audiences it wouldn't have initially attracted. You see, we are always attracted to what we can't have. And as soon as someone tells you can't have something, you then want it more. And when you get it, you feel that high. And I think that is what the Coca-Cola executives were doing. Let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comment section. Were they geniuses or it was just pure luck? I am of great belief that for a company to be successful, they have to sell more than the product. They have to sell you the solution that the product provides you. And Coca-Cola is constantly reminding us that all we are chasing in life is happiness. They therefore have capitalized on this idea. In their adverts, they don't convince you that it's a great soda. They are simply training our brains to associate Coca-Cola with a good feeling of happiness, relaxation, friends, and love. Much more like a Red Bull. You associate Red Bull with extreme sports and the idea of getting up and taking action. So from the Share Coke campaign where they put people's name on their bottles to that other campaign where they said Share Coke and a song, they put lyrics on the Coca-Cola. The diversity of those lyrics contains something we can all relate to. Also, Coca-Cola has always been famous for their Christmas seasonal advertising. They are greatly associated to Santa to a point that some people have asked the Coke historian whether Coke invented Santa. And one thing I love about this Coca-Cola brand is the fact that there's no way you can watch a Coca-Cola advert without smiling and feeling happy. Another thing that Coca-Cola has done very, very well is understanding the health-conscious market. As the younger buyers started getting into the market, those whom we call the millennials or the Generation Z, Coca-Cola then introduced Coke Zero in 2005, which was a sugar-free version of the traditional Coca-Cola. It used the same artificial sweetener as Diet Coke, though it was marketed to match the classic flavor instead of Flytown, and was a huge success to this day. And today, it's sitting at the top 2 most selling sodas, and that is the regular Coke at number 1, and at number 2, interestingly, is the Coke Diet, and Pepsi is only coming in at number 3. This to me shows the importance of understanding the market and moving with it. I hope that I've earned the privilege of your time, and if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button so that it can help with the YouTube algorithm to get this video to more people who would enjoy it. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.